Man, them, welcome. We are back. We are back for another episode of Big Six Bants. It is the transfer news update, and I'm joined by Casey and E today. Case, the connection's moving a bit funny, but it's starting to stabilize a little bit now. What I might do is I might move like this so it's easier to see people. I feel like that's a little bit of a better setup, just because things zoomed in so much, everyone's pimples are visible. But listen, we are back. We are back. Another day, another set of news. Yes, there was no evening show yesterday, guys, but do not worry, as we are here today again for another Big 6 Months episode for the transfer update. We should be live tomorrow at 12:30 as well. We could have a potential special guest at 12:30, but again, just waiting on availability. And again, for the evening, we're gonna have to play it by ear. Obviously, the year has just started and everyone is getting back to work. So from next week is when obviously the same sort of Big 6 Bants, obviously showing the day, showing the evening, with the man them kind of the original schedule kind of returns again. As you know, guys, it is the January transfer window and things are a little bit everywhere at the moment just because it's football, transfer news, all at the same time. So what we'll do is we'll keep you updated throughout, whether it's in the comments and of course whether it's within the community post as well, so you guys kind of know when and when we should be going live. But one thing we can definitely say is transfer news will be getting covered pretty much every day from at least 12:30 or around 12:01. So that's always going to be a thing. But what I need you guys to do is at least 3 things. Make sure you smash the like button and make sure you are subscribing to the channel. We are about 30 subscribers off 7.6k. So in that case, I believe maybe by the end of the week, we should easily be at 7,600 subscribers. As I said, the news is going to be here. And yeah, we're going to be here to deliver it. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, is Casey with Corey set up today and whatnot, and Kears should be back tomorrow officially. For those asking, where has Kears been? So he will be back. He's not on a hiatus because Arsenal have been losing games, guys. So do not worry about any of that. So news time. Officially, Arsenal have actually complained about Saka being fouled too often. An official complaint to PGMO. PGMOL, Pragmo, whatever you say the name. Yeah, Arsenal made an official complaint as Saka, the lack of protection for Bukayo Saka. He is the 3rd most fouled player in the Premier League, behind Jordan Ayew and Bruno Guimaraes. And of course, Salah could stay at Liverpool. Rumors of an extension, despite obviously the interest from the Saudi league. And Vlahovic, Arsenal look to have now turned their attention to Dusan Vlahovic after the Ivan Toney links are slowly diminishing, simply because of many reasons. The price that he's now being priced at in January is going to be a lot more expensive than it would be in the summer. And of course, the injuries to Mbeumo, Weiss has gone to AFCON. They've already got quite a lot of injuries in their squad as it is. So it looks like that deal might not happen. Obviously, Ivan Toney to Chelsea looking very, very much unlikely as well. Leaving Chelsea to probably maybe look at more Victor Osimhen, if that could happen, even though his buyout is 130 M's in the summer. And of course, Dusan Vlahovic, which is probably a cheaper and probably not a bad alternative for Arsenal if we're talking about player profile. It's not too different to that of Ivan Toney. He's probably a little bit more experienced as well if we're talking at the highest level of football, for being real. So again, all that and more. So yeah, I think where do we start? I think probably Vlahovic to AFC is probably something that I'd want to talk about in terms of the fact that you guys need a striker so bad. What's your take on like a Vlahovic? Because obviously let's not like we've been here before. In fact, we was here a year ago. We've been here a year ago. Last year, Vlahovic pulling up trees.
What I'll say, is I have to look at it as January and remember that it's January and not the summer. Because if it was the summer, my thoughts would be a bit different. I don't think I would go for Vlahovic if it was the summer. But in terms of for January and what we can get in January, it's not bad. It's not bad. I feel like, yes, he ticks the box in terms of being a different profile of striker to Jesus. He's very, like you said, he's very similar to Toney. I reckon he he's a goal scorer. He's shown that he can score goals. Cool, he's not firing, in Juventus, but you know that can happen. I wouldn't say it's a bad option to take in January, and I'd welcome it, man. I'd welcome it. We need someone in it. We need someone, and yeah, I wouldn't say I'm not over the moon, but I'm not like, oh my gosh, what's my club doing?
I mean, he's in the Serie A. He's got 16 games, 6 goals, and 2 assists. Interesting to
That's
see how
better than
many
my
games.
strikers, so I can't even turn my nose up at that. That's better than what my strikers are doing. So
I mean, I think what people seem to forget is that Vlahovic is 23.
that's it. And in
Even though he looks
January,
like he's 27, he's 23 years of age.
if we can get him in January for a cut price, like you said at 23, if things don't work out in 2 years' time, there's still a sell-on value. Because that's what Arsenal are also looking at. You have to look at it from that side of things as well. The risk is not a mad risk. Cool if you get him for 70 or 60. I don't know what he's quoted at right now, but I would say something around the 60, 70 mark. If you get him for that, and in 2 years' time, you're not really feeling him, you can still go for a 40, 50. So it's not too much of a risk. If it works out, you've got a striker for the long run.
Yeah. This is my thing. I'm interested to see how many games. Listen, anyone in the chat, can you guys get up? I don't know who is familiar with the Serie A, but can someone find me how many games he's actually started this season? Because I know Vlahovic hasn't been the main starter at Fiorentina. So let's say he's only started like 9-10 games. If he's got 6 goals and 2 assists in 9-10 games, he's pretty much getting a G&A every game he's playing. So like that ain't bad. And he's 20. And bro, people talk about Vlahovic like he's 28. They treat this bro like he's 28 years of age.
People are saying he's washed, but how can you be washed at 23, bro? For me,
get it.
You can't be. He hasn't been riddled with injuries. Like, you know what I mean? Just a season ago, he was the number one guy for everyone to go get. It was him, Nunes. Like, obviously, Nunes was better, but Vlahovic was like a name there as well, buzzing around for loads of clubs to get. So I wouldn't say he's washed. Like, and let's be real, in world football, there's only really Osherman that you can, and obviously the people that are already at clubs which aren't attainable. There's not many strikers that you can say you'd be like, yeah, he's the guy. Like, he's the guy. Vlahovic isn't a bad option, man. Like, same way, I don't think someone like a Timo Werner's a bad option, but I'll get shot down for saying that.
Well, yeah, that's tomorrow's that's part of tomorrow's thing as well. Obviously, Man United are still loosely linked with Timo Werner, but that's either tomorrow morning or this evening. That one can get run because it was too much stuff. I couldn't fit it all in the title and the thing today, but this afternoon. But yeah, the Timo Werner one's a bit weird to me, but it's not. Again, anyway, that's Man United. And let's learn about Man United, the better. But listen, guys, make sure everyone is smashing the like button. Still over 60 people, and we're not even about 6 minutes into the show. So big up everyone as well that's here. Make sure you guys do smash the like button, obviously, and subscribe. Big up, honestly. I'm not going to read that first comment out, but yeah, it is a bit of a matter. Big up, Beams. He goes, more like Saka fouls other man too often. Allow it. What are they trying to do? Allow him to rough up anyone, but no one is allowed to stand close to him. Arteta chat shit. He must be in that bad a form. Arteta's begging defenders not to defend him. Saka needs to leave Arsenal to hit his potential. Beams is not happy. Big up Klopp's hamstring as well. It says BSB with the fire emojis. Ryan says, anyone heard of Gunali? That man is a joke. Chatted so much shit and now he's hiding in the basement watching Sex in the City. Big up Nathaniel as well in the house. Big up KLFC. LFC Aaron as well. Big up the man them. Would have thought that football is a contact sport you would have thought that football isn't a contact sport with all the moaning about it. Big up Kingsmano. Mo gets attacked all game and gets on with it. KLFC saying Vlahovic is arse. We ain't signing Vlahovic hype. He ain't moving me. Fair enough. And Nathaniel's obviously a big Arsenal fan, so as well. So that's an opinion there. I think teams have adapted to Arsenal since the end of the season and have started sitting deep. Saka and Martinelli have to evolve. Depends on how many big chances he is missing. Yeah. Like, again, I don't have the stats for Vlahovic because it's harder to find like the Serie A statistics. Like, with the Premier League, you really
sorry, man. Just to just to interject on like, because I'm seeing obviously a lot of two things. Yeah, one, a lot of slander on the PGMOL comments, and two on Vlahovic. The first thing I want to address on the Saka thing, I think it's obviously. All right, cool. Let me say it this way: it's not the Saka's not the only player, and Arsenal aren't the only club that have done this, in it. It's just that ours has been made public. A lot of clubs do this, like where their players are whatever. I don't necessarily agree with it coming out, but I don't think it's a mad thing to state because there has been a few games, and this isn't no excuses for Saka's form. He needs to do better. But there has been games where I've seen Saka get lifted in the air and a man's not getting no yellows. But it's like defenders now know that cool, I can lift him up once or twice and I won't get a yellow. Like that shouldn't be the case. If they lift him up once and it's warranted a yellow, they should get a yellow. That's how I see it. So I don't necessarily agree with the comments, but I do understand that maybe it needs to get highlighted so it can get watched a bit more. You know what I mean? Because there's been times. There's been times in it, but yeah, no, that's no excuse for his form at all. I'm not making no excuses for his form, but yeah, I just think it can get highlighted in it. It's not a mad. And the second thing about Vlahovic, man are calling him arse, bro, but we have strikers that are not scoring the goals, bro. They're not scoring the goals. So what do we do? Do we just sit here and say, you know what, let's just ride out another season where we don't make any big signings or try to, push. We'll just get with what we got, fill in the little holes and see what we can do. Bro, we've seen what we can do. Right now, we need a complete different profile of striker. I don't care who it is. I don't care if we get a loan and it's some 30-year-old striker that can hold up the ball and do things a bit different, bro. That's it. I don't necessarily need him to come in and score me 15, 20 goals. I need him to come and help the team improve. You know what I mean? I think people are looking for the crown jewel, the Harry Kane, the Haaland, someone that's going to go and score you 30 goals. You don't necessarily need that. Who knows? Liverpool could win the league without flipping Nunes scoring 10, 15 goals. You know what I'm saying? You don't necessarily need a striker to do that. But Nunes, what he does do, and this is what I mean, like he helps the players around him. Cool. He might not get on the end of things, but he helps the players around him, bro. His pressing, his movement, they help the team. And if it helps the team, that's why Klopp uses him, bro. Doesn't necessarily have to score. The goals will come, but he helps the team. That's all I need is someone else that can help the team in a different way. Because Eddie can't. Jesus is struggling. We need something different.
Like, I think it was Callum asked me, Cal from Coppish asked me, if we was to bring in like another attacker, let's say, who would I sell out of the 5 if we had to sell one? And I think he was expecting me to just say Nunes right off the cuff. Yeah. And I wouldn't sell Nunes because he's the only one of his profile in the team.
Yeah.
So it's like, I'd have to sell Gakpo because
Gakpo, I was going to say it would be Gakpo for me because he's kind of
he's not the best
7s across the board and nothing.
He's obviously a good player, and he's obviously still quite young as well. He's a very young player as well. People, because he's 6'3", people forget he's a young player as well. But like Nunes is obviously that sort of, again, rough, tough, fast, strong, less IQ but more physical type of attacker. Yeah. Whereas Gakpo is kind of not a left winger, but he's not a striker, but he's not a 10, but he's not bad at anything.
Bad in any of those positions. He's just you know what I mean? I know what you mean.
He can shoot, but he's not a gunman. He's quick. He's fast, but he's not explosive.
Rapid. Yeah.
He can dribble, but he's not like Coutinho, if that makes sense. He's not like a magician. Like, you see what I'm saying? He's kind of just a 6, 7.
Like, he's just a 6s and 7s, in it? Like, just across the board. There's nothing he excels at, but he's not terrible at anything. So
yeah, kind of. But yeah, listen, I'm still happy to have that in my team. Like, fun fact, 100. Gakpo and Nunes both scored 14 goals in 2023. People wouldn't think that. You'd think Nunes scored way more goals than him. You just assume that Nunes scores more goals than Gakpo. But obviously, like,
Gakpo's been scoring better than in Europa League though.
He's
6. I think like 5 or 6.
He doesn't even have 6 goals this season. He doesn't have 6 goals this season. He has 3 in the Prem, and I think 2 in Europa League. and one
So,
in the Carabao Cup.
I know he was top goal scorer in one of them competitions. Wasn't he?
Nah, I don't know. I'd have to double check Gakpo's stats, but I don't think he's.
It might be the
I thought
it might be the Carabao. It might be the Carabao still. I think the
he's
Carabao he scored a couple still.
he's got. Oh, to be fair, he's got three in. Wow, yeah, he's got three in the Carabao, three in the Prem, and two in Europa League. So he's got
Yeah,
seven in
yeah,
all.
yeah. See, I knew it was them
Eight
competitions there.
Yeah, he's got
But
three games,
that's
three
he's
goals.
still got to score. He's still got to score. Like we're bigging up Jesus for scoring what 5 goals in the champs or something, or 4 goals in the champs, whatever it is.
Nah,
Like,
bro, but like it's again, Gakpo's popped up with important goals at times, but yeah,
100%.
I still think he would be the one. If I had to get rid, if I had to, someone put a gun to my head, I have to get rid of one. He's probably the one I get rid of because you need different profiles of players, and that's why we're saying that Vlahovic is similar to Tony, bro. He is similar to Tony. He's arguably more. I mean, Tony's more experienced in age, but at the highest level, would you say Vlahovic is more decorated
And
at
who?
the highest level because Tony's only had what 2 seasons in the Prem. Vlahovic has been in the top league in Italy for 5 years now. 2 seasons at he's had 2 seasons at
But what I
two
was saying,
seasons
Montel, is Tony
at
captains his
Fiorentina.
side. That's enough.
Yeah,
That's another type of experience. Like captaining your side is it for me is a big thing in it because it shows on the pitch. When you captain a side, it shows on the pitch, bro. Like whether you are the captain or the pitch, you are a leader on that pitch. You know what I mean? And that would be leaders throughout the entire team. You know, obviously
mm,
Raya is whatever he's whatever, but obviously you got Gabriel and Saliba that will be Declan Rice, Odegaard, your actual captain, and then Tony at the top of the pitch. If it was to be a Tony, that's another leader. So that's a spine of leaders. You know what I mean? At all times, the Tony helping the attack, Odegaard the midfield, red. So I would that they're the type of things I also look at, like is he just a shadow in big games? Does he hide? Is he one trying to get things going? Like that's important too because we need that in these low blocks when
yeah.
confidence is low and we can't break them down.
I'm just saying. I'm saying Vlahovic has been what he's been what in the Serie A for 7 years and he's 23. 7 years. 7 years and you are
Yeah,
23 years of age. That's
I mean,
not, you can't look past that. Like
yeah, of course not.
7
Of
years,
course not.
bro. That's not a phasing thing for me. For me, you're there. You've been doing it now. Like you're not you're not no new boy on the block. Like, yeah, cool. You've had a little bit of a rocky start. It happens, but like a man in I think in his second and third season at Fiorentina. Let me quickly double check it again.
Slapping in the goals.
21 goals in 37 and 17 goals in 21.
Yeah.
Domestically, by the way, that's not even. I'm not even counting cups. I'm not even counting cups and them things there.
Yeah. So that's
You
what
know
I'm
what I'm
saying. So he
saying,
has it in him. He has it in him to step
bro?
up.
He's a dirty finish. I still think he's a dirty finisher. I still look at some of the finishes. Look at that comp. I still look at some of the finishes this season. And like very impressive finishes, bro. If you look at the way he finishes in it, like you can tell he's a gunman, but I think he is more reliant than some strikers on maybe the service. He is a bit more
And that's
reliant.
that's where he might fall into the Nunes category in terms of if you looked at Nunes's comps, bro, he would look like a gunman, bro. The way man slapping it, bunning past players, tuck it, like Nunes would look like a gunman. But at the same
Mm.
time, how many of those chances am I gonna have to give him to get those goals? Like, is it because we're gonna be working on finite chances? Finite chances, bro. We've already seen that this season.
But the stat for Arsenal is that you man are actually creating the same amount of chances as last season. That's a fact. That's a fact, actually. You're roughly creating statistically, you're roughly creating the same amount of chances as last season.
But the
And
chance,
that's why the blame does kind of lie on Martinelli and Saka and Jesus, because if you're creating the same chances as last season, why is
I
there
don't.
way less goals from your front three? Like way
I
less goals.
agree. I agree that they play a part, but I will also say in their defense, the chances that are being created are not the same type of chances that we had last season. The Martinelli was getting caught in space and being able to run at defenders in last season. This season he's now getting it on the touchline and having to either pass it back or try and bun up a man in the corner, but it never really works because he's more of a running behind. He wants the ball in behind it, or maybe on the line he can trick up a little guy like on the edge of the box. I've seen him do that plenty of times, bro. On the byline, you know what I'm talking about, Montel. On the byline,
Yeah.
Martinelli does a little dribble, close control, and he would make something happen last season. This season, I'm not seeing it because there's no space. There's no space. So yeah, that's man. It's a problem. It's a problem. They're not getting. I think the stats, and another stat I've seen going around is the progressive passing stat for Declan Rice. Like, bro, I get that progressive passes, like, cool, can be a pass that's forward, but it's not breaking the line. It's not like the pass that's turning defense into attack. It's a progressive pass. So yes, he does pass the ball forward, and that notion that people say, oh, he's only side to side is rubbish. But where I hear it is he doesn't do the risky passes. He doesn't do the 30-yard pingers often, like a Bruno would. So Bruno's chances created, probably 70% of them are from the long ball, the 30-yarder, the distance, because that's what Bruno does. And it's probably about 30% for Declan Rice. So yeah, the stats. I watch games, innit? And when I'm watching games, I'm seeing that we're not breaking the line. So this whole stats around progressive passes, chances created. I watch the games, innit? So I'm seeing these things, and we're not creating the same amount as we were last season. We're not.
I hear it. I think you lot, I don't know. I think you lot are still creating. I think you lot are missing a lot of chances though. Like, I've seen Martinelli miss too many chances. I've seen Odegaard miss too many chances. I ain't really seen Saka getting behind that much for obvious reasons. There's just a lot kind of going on in terms of that front line. And it is that kind of aspect of Arteta tweaking the system to kind of be better defensively, but the drop off from the attack has happened. It's gone from here to here rather than maybe just here and the defense going here. And you can kind of be like, oh, okay, yeah, well, the attack is gonna come, it's gonna click, but we're not in game week 5 and we're not in game week 10. We're in game week 21. We're approaching game week 21. So it's like, what do you really look for? Obviously, yesterday we spoke about Arsenal wanting Curtis Jones. Curtis Jones for me is probably a better suit than Kai Havertz at left centre mid, but is he going to go and help you win a title? I don't really think so. So, but it might improve your press. Maybe the press will improve the attack. Who knows? Who knows what the actual problem is? I think it's a little bit of everything. Maybe Thomas Partey is the key. Maybe his fitness is the key. Maybe he needs to be back in midfield. But when he was fit for the first 5 games of the season, he played at right back. So
that's another example of Arteta doing too much, bro. Too much. Like, bro, at what point would Partey at right back in any football fan's head be better than Partey at DM? Like, let me know what Arsenal fan thought. You know what? If Partey plays right back, he can do this and invert and do that. Come on, G. Like, bro, and that's one thing that Declan Rice doesn't have and that we're missing. Declan Rice can make the pass. Don't get me wrong. He can do the 30-yard pingers. I've seen him do it. But he does it in 3-4 touches. Partey does it in 1-2 touches. And and how many games have we said this season? Arsenal just moving slow. We're waiting for them to get back. We're waiting for them to set up. Like, where's the the risky pass to try and get Saka in behind late, try and get Martinelli in behind late. Like, we have not been doing that. And Declan Rice doesn't do that enough for me, like a Partey would. Partey was the king of that last season, bro. Press resistant, turn, slap a pass through, bro. Even Jorginho can do it, but his legs, he just hasn't got the legs, bro. But Partey, for me, is the best in our team at doing that, bro. In terms of, Odegaard can do it, but so can Partey. And that was so effective last season because you had Xhaka, if the ball was lost, can help in the defense and he could also help in the attack. So I think Partey is a big miss. Partey is definitely a big miss. But not to say, like, if he comes back, everything's all right. It's definitely not that. But yeah, he is a big miss, definitely.
He is more progressive than Rice. That's why I'd even probably put him at centre mid. Or you could even play a pivot. Let them interchange. Yeah, maybe sometimes Party will drop deeper, be more combative. Sometimes Rice will be drop deeper, then he'll be the one that's more combative. And it just, you know what it is? If we're talking tactics, then Odegaard doesn't have to hug the right side of midfield so much. And he can actually go and help Martinelli, because Martinelli creatively is like cool. Saka, for me, is worlds ahead of Martinelli in terms of intelligence as a footballer. So the thing is with Bukayo Saka, he's always had three options: cutting, Ben White on the overlap, or Odegaard for the 1-2. He has three options all the time. He has three options. He can choose which one, and he's going to probably excel in most of them, yeah? Fair enough, this season, it's not been as effective because, for me, Ben White's not actually overlapping the way he was.
Yeah, he's not. That's another. Ben White ain't doing what Ben White...
Because he's got injury, innit? He's playing with injury.
But if we're talking like last season's Arsenal, those are the three options that Saka had: overlap,
and
cutting,
terrorizing teams with that.
The 1-2. Martinelli had the same, but slightly different. Zinchenko wouldn't overlap because do you know who would overlap? Granit Xhaka would overlap. Xhaka would go round the back of Martinelli, and Martinelli was, because he's more explosive than Saka, was a bit better in beating his man. So he could kind of just cut in or knock it and run, and he kind of got a lot of joy from that. And he also had Jesus coming in to do the 1-2. So you know how Saka would have Odegaard, Martinelli would have Jesus to do the 1-2, and Xhaka would go around the back on the overlap. Meaning he has his three options, and he could even go back to Zinchenko, who's tucking in with him. So you even say you have four options. Yeah. Now Zinchenko's kind of coming in isn't really an option for Martinelli. There's no Xhaka, so there's no overlap for Martinelli. And Jesus is kind of playing in some weird role where he's not even next to Jesus anymore. He's like here, there, and everywhere.
He's everywhere.
He's doing too much away from actually being at least
the striker.
Yeah, he's doing too much. So you're now looking at Martinelli. He's getting the ball. He's getting squared up. He's getting doubled up. He's getting the ball. And he's passing it backwards. He's getting the ball. He's trying to force it between two defenders. He's kicking off the pitch. Like when he does get through, he gets through that once a game. So he hasn't really got his shooting boots warm. So that first shot that you have is probably
confidence.
Yeah. So you see that first slap, that first shot. It's never really going to be a banger. You need to, when you have your first couple shots in the game, second or third shot, you're gonna lick it cleanly. He's not hitting the ball cleanly. So he's not even warm. So Martinelli in this new system is getting zero help. But Martinelli is a limited winger, in my opinion, in terms of if he ain't got the overlap and he doesn't have the 1-2, it's very much Son Rashford vibes to me. Like he's good dribbler, he's direct, but you get doubled up on and you're done, G. You're done. It's not like Saka, who can probably jink in and out of maybe one or two players. He's not as intelligent as Saka. But that's why I mean.
He's not as intelligent, but he's a bit more skillful, fam.
He's more skillful, but
silky.
I don't know. I think Saka's more silky in it, but I think Martinelli's more explosive in it. He can knock the ball past you and go. But with the way the system's a bit more rigid now, and defenders are defending compact, this ain't good for Martinelli, bro. He ain't gonna score, bro. If it continues like this, he's max getting 5-6 goals this season, maximum at a stretch. This is why Odegaard needs to help Saka and Martinelli, bro. It might be a lot for him to keep doing this, but he needs to. Saka's all, and that's because obviously it's the position. Odegaard predominantly is a right centre mid, so he's gonna be on Saka's side for the 1-2. But he needs to now go over for me and help Martinelli with the 1-2s. Or Jay just has to go back and help Martinelli with the 1-2s.
Just on that subject, but I'm seeing a lot of Arsenal fans calling for Odegaard to play the Bernardo Silva role. Bro, but Odegaard got 15 goals and I think it was like 7 assists last season. And that's a big goal threat. That's a massive goal threat. But you might want to drop him deeper, even deeper to collect the ball, which I hear that he does excel in, but he's also effective in the box. I think Havertz is taking up his role from last season. The late runs into the box, but bro, realistically,
and that's
15 goals and 7 assists is now missing from your team. It's deeper in your team,
bro. They pop up in the same. Bro, I watched the comp. I'll send it to you lot. Bro, they pop up in the same places, bro. I'm seeing Odegaard and Havertz. It's like they're holding hands, bro. Like wherever Odegaard wants to pick up the ball, Havertz is there floating, because you know how Havertz is like more of a floater and
Havertz
just
is not that guy.
like, and this is it, bro. Havertz is not the guy to create. So when you're just closing up the space, which is already clogged, bro, I'm seeing Odegaard go backwards. He's not really doing that. And then when the flick pass is there, it's not really a flick because there's so many man. Like the flick pass ain't making it, bro. We need to go back to what we know in it. I think we need to get back to Partey. We need to obviously Rice can take the Havertz role. For me, he can play that role. Obviously, he won't. He can arrive in the box. I've seen Declan Rice can get on the end of things, bro. Like he's not a numbnut. You know what I mean? He can get on the end of things. He can do the Xhaka role. Odegaard have the free role again and get back to what we know, bro. We need Partey back ASAP so we can get back to some familiarity. I'm gonna be real because this whole new system change, you know, the Havertz thing, Zinchenko not playing much form, White's not playing that well. I don't know what's going on, bro. So maybe we need to remind the team what got us here and start again, fam. Because this is dead.
No, I hear it. Let's obviously shift the Vlahovic talk on to Arsenal complaining. So Arsenal's actual complaint about Bukayo Saka's him being fouled too much and not really been protected enough by the referees. Now, obviously, this caused a lot of commotion on Twitter last night. It was kind of like a breaking news kind of thing. This was actually reported about. This actually was done a couple of months ago, actually. So it's not new news.
This is obviously what I mean.
It's been released at a time where Arsenal aren't doing well. So obviously, take this with a pinch of salt.
They want to leak it then.
Yeah, like, take it with a pinch of salt. But statistically, if you're looking at who's been fouled this season, I've got the numbers up here. I saved it somewhere. It's on Squawka. They posted the stat about being fouled. They said most fouls won in the Premier League this season. Jordan Ayew with 65. Bruno Guimaraes at 53. And Bukayo Saka at 43. And
no Endo, the way he's backing up.
That doesn't. And that's foul one.
And that's Lucas Paqueta at 42. Sorry, 42, just below Saka.
Yeah, that's fouls one, Montel. So that means the refs blew the whistle and said it's a foul. How many times have you seen Saka get lifted? I already spoke about this point, so I won't go over it again. I'll let you two chat. But I'm just saying the stat you said was fouls one, yeah, and that's 43. So he's third highest there. But how many times have we seen this brother get lifted and no fouls been given? You know what I mean? So the stat could be even higher. It could be higher.
Yeah, but I mean, he's 25 fouls away from Jordan Ayew. And Squawka actually put at the bottom of the stat, they said Crystal Palace complaint incoming with a wink face. Like,
no, but Ayew knows how to get a foul. I've been saying that for years. Ayew knows how to win a foul, bro. Like that is Ayew's thing. He's the top
22 more. He's been down 22.
Ayew been the top. Bro, if you go and
for
check
me, it's the whining thing, isn't it? Bro, the whining thing, like you were looking like cry babies because
this is what I'm saying. But this came out months ago, G. We said this months ago. Yeah, bro. This has only been leaked now. This is it. Like this is it. It's been leaked now, but we said this.
It's old news.
The season started.
No, it was.
But even if it's news, it's news nonetheless.
It was this season. It was this season.
Yeah. Oh, what beginning of the season? Must be.
It was like I think it was. I don't know. When I read the report, it said it was this season, a couple months back. So
yeah, it was a couple months back. It was probably by around that time of the Newcastle game. So Mikel complained about the Newcastle game, complained about Saka. Like, there's a lot of whinging. I can't lie. There's a lot of whinging.
Yeah, no, I agree. The whinging needs to stop. Man, them needs to.
I don't know. Like, I just
feel like it's coming out now that you're in a bad place, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's just because we haven't really heard that before. Like, when I look at players that have been fouled, I look at Wilfried Zaha, who was one of the most foul players in the Premier League. Wilfried Zaha, you wouldn't hear anything kind of coming from Crystal Palace. Mo Salah for me gets fouled a lot, but at the end of the day, I think Mo Salah's older in it. He's 31, so I don't think there would ever be complaints at a 31-year-old who's like, his body don't develop no more, does it? So
and the man's the best in the world.
So
one of the best in the world at right wing. So
I hear that. I'm trying to think of other players who do get fouled a lot. Jack Grealish.
And Pep
He
said his
gets
thing.
fouled.
Pep said his
I don't
thing.
know. Has Pep ever complained about Jack Grealish being fouled? In officially,
not to PGM.
Bro, press conference is minor. You can complain about that in press conferences. Hazard was probably. Oh yeah, Hazard. Yeah, how can I forget about Hazard?
Yeah,
most foul player ever in the Premier, I believe. And never heard anything there. To be
but PGMOL wasn't like so. Let's not go back that far in it. Hazard days, no, a lot of things weren't said back then. You know what I mean? So I'd say as of recent, let's say ever since VAR, ever since VAR, cool. You have a case for Zaha and them man there, but like I said, I don't agree with the comment, but I still feel like it. I'm glad that it's been noted now, innit? I'm glad that it's been highlighted because there has been games where I've looked and I've seen a man get lifted, and I've just and the ref it's just like nothing. Like, and everyone's thinking, right, that's a yellow, and the man don't get a yellow. It's like maybe now, like I'm not saying that every challenge that every time he gets lifted now the ref has to bring up a yellow, because that's not the case in football. But just keep a closer eye, a better eye than you have been, because I've seen man get lifted multiple times and nothing. So I'm not. It is what it is, man. It is whinging though. It is whinging. I agree that. I'm not with the whinging thing. Like, that's with the whinging thing.
How about this? The reason I know you Arsenal fans aren't like, oh yeah, PGMO, yeah. I know because when you man saw Arsenal have complained about Saka being fouled too much, most Arsenal fans probably went, fuck, we're gonna get banned for this, man.
You know this, bro.
I know. And that's how you man know you man are stretching it with the complaint thing. You man are stretching it because
I know they are. I know Arsenal are, G. I can admit that. But what I'm saying is now that I know that, let's look at it. Maybe there is a little bit of truth or a little bit of something in it. I'm not saying it's enough to ever come forward, because for me, you can only do that if you're top of the league. And I'm seeing man's legs are broken, like he's coming back and has to wear ice packs every day, and like he can't walk no more and things like that. Maybe then you have to say something, but it's not like that.
He does get fouled a lot, though. But I still think, bro, the game's kind of gone. Like, we can't have this being a thing. Like, I don't want to see Liverpool doing this. I don't want to see other teams coming out and doing this, because, like, bro, it's a contact game. Man are gonna get kicked. What happened to reducers? Remember them?
I'm all for that. You know this. I'm all for that.
Right. I'll be honest. I think it's a big compliment. The fact Saka gets doubled up and he gets fouled, it's a big thing, because obviously he's a threat in it. But I think if we look at that Liverpool-Newcastle game, for example, I think it's also how the ref manages the game, innit? So he sets the expectation of them early. But if you're seeing, bro, Newcastle-Liverpool, there was bare little challenges, bare little stuff, man, I'm ready to stick a foot in, not afraid of a yellow. The ref has to set the tempo. If he dishes a yellow early, players know, cool. Everyone plays Sunday
Today's
league.
Not that game.
It's not that game. You got to be easy. The captain will have a little whisper in your ear. Just take it easy. Yeah. But, bro, if the ref is not monitoring the Saka situation, so I do favour with Arsenal. I get what you're saying. The ref's not monitoring. Man's going to get booted and kicked like nobody's business.
And no one's business.
He's going to come out, bruises on his legs, and they're gonna take his toll. Trust me. So I get it. I do get it. It's a good technique.
Yeah. I hear it. I just think that, I don't know, man. It's like, because he's a young player, in it. It's one of those ones where you want to protect your player, but I think that's going to be part of Saka's maturing, is to know that this is going to be happening throughout his whole career. Like, if you're a good player, you're going to get fouled.
And, bro, anticipate if they're kicking you right outside the box. When you get in the box, anticipate the kick.
Yeah,
man, they're not going to suddenly stop.
Yeah, players need to learn. As I said, Saka needs to learn how to obviously ride certain challenges, and he is good at times. So he stays on his feet. Know when to ride the challenge, and just kind of know almost when to go down. It's obviously easier said than done, because some of the challenges are a bit crazy. But the actual detail of the complaint was actually to, I believe it was to dish out a yellow card for the first challenge rather than the second one. That is what Arsenal asked. So rather than him to get clamped, player gets a warning, he does it again, then he gets a yellow. They want a yellow straight away. That's the feedback they gave to the PGM.
That's a bit, for me, that's and I don't agree with that. I'll be real, I don't agree with that, because one, it's all down to circumstances, bro. Like, what if Because these clattering challenges, like what is a then we start asking like what is a clattering challenge? Is it a forceful one? If I get the ball but I take out the man too, is that one? Or is it one where I pull back his shirt? Because I could just pull back his shirt because he's on the break. That's not a malicious challenge or anything, but that's a yellow. That's worth a yellow if we're on the break. You know what I mean? So I don't agree that they should come out and start, dictating to refs when players should be getting yellows and for what they should be getting yellows for. But I do agree that maybe some light needs to be shone on that situation because there's been many games where it hasn't been looked at, innit? So yeah, that's my. To
be honest, I do sympathise with you, man, because we're at an era where we're seeing the most injuries in it, and teams need to protect their players. I don't know if you man saw that Bentancur challenge on Mighty Cash on Bentancur.
Cash on Bentancur, yeah.
Yeah, bro, my man got a yellow, but it's like, it's malicious. Fair enough, it was the first and the last time it happened, but it was kind of obvious it was malicious.
You fucking still going on about that?
You fucking still going on about that?
He's back now. But no,
he's back.
I've got to protect my players, man. That's the reality.
Bro, do you want me to start saying, oh yeah, Saka fouled Tsimikas, he bust his shoulder, now I've got no left backs?
Bro, if that's what it takes. That's what it takes.
But like stuff like that, it was
Saka didn't see a yellow for that though, Mods. You've got a case to like argue there.
No, but I don't think it was a yellow card though. It was Tsimikas just got in front of him, and they've got like it looks like.
Let me ask you a question then. That's subjective, and we'll never know.
Yeah. A lot of people think it was a yellow.
I don't. Then you get the accidental, dangerous foul play. That is classed as accidental, dangerous foul play. When them do the high boot and they're going for the ball, and like, was it the Curtis Jones or McAllister thing this season?
Oh, when Curtis Jones, when
they go to control the ball and their foot slips. Basuma done it as well. They slip off the ball and their studs go into the leg. That is accidental, dangerous foul play. That's an honest challenge. But there's an argument to be made. You can still pull a yellow out for that because you didn't mean it.
And even sometimes a red if it's too mad.
That's it. It's sad, but Saka broke Tsimikas' collarbone, bro, through a push, and it wasn't a shoulder to shoulder. It was in the back, I swear.
Yeah, it was in his back.
It was in the back. So it was accidental. We'll never know, but it's still dangerous foul play nonetheless.
100%, bro. 100%. So that's what I'm saying. I don't agree with it, but I get it. I don't agree that they should come out with that comment because then we start looking at all the fouls that Saka's done because Saka's the one highlighted that he's done to other players, and Tsimikas is one of them. So of course Liverpool fans are probably fuming right now that that's come out, and you know what I mean, that he's doing all the complaining when he's not even injured. They've got a man out because of it, because of these. Did he even get a yellow for that?
No.
Yeah, like there we go. So case number one, there you go, fam. Like, you broke a man's collarbone, accident or not, it doesn't really matter. It's really a yellow. That's a warning, bro.
Yeah,
fair enough. I still didn't think it was a yellow because it was such. I know, as you said, if it's accidental by the book, you say yellow. I just think because it was almost inches away from it being shoulder to shoulder. It was literally did he hit Klopp as well? Was that the one where he swept Klopp? Yeah, where he fell into Klopp. So that even could have been why
that might have been it as well.
I don't know whether you don't know whether he hit the ground or whether because he fell into the manager why he broke his collarbone. I don't know in it.
Yeah.
But, this is gonna sound tapped here, but I feel like if you see a man is not looking and a man's not anticipating your push, which in similar cases
a foul, bro.
That's a foul.
Yeah, of course. Because your weight. Yeah.
There you go.
Not even the weight, bro.
It's accidental. Yeah.
Like when Montel, you're playing the game, yeah. Say they're playing football, bro. You're looking at the ball, and the man's taking you out from like you don't see him, and the man's taking you out. It hurts a lot more, and it's a lot more dangerous, bro. You could land wrong.
At least you can put your arms out or react in it.
Yeah. Nothing. I'm not reacting, bro. I could land wrong. I've seen I dislocated my knee like that, bro. Landing wrong. Like that's all it takes, bro. Is a little push in the air to put you off balance and you're done.
Yeah.
Like those fouls there, I think they're just as bad, bro.
That's it.
I think them fouls need to get looked at more as well. The ones where you're pushing, man, like you're not even looking at the ball. You're looking at the
billboard. I'm seeing a common thing, man. Them are pushing the player into the billboard and that. Yeah.
Like it's mad, man.
I'm playing, bro. Carl Walker does this especially, yeah. Carl Walker, man. yeah, knowing full well he's going to go into the billboard, but because it's a shoulder to shoulder,
Yeah,
the
it don't matter. But it
It's
makes
the
them go.
cold, it's the
bang.
dark, bro. It's the
Yeah,
dark, it's the
yeah.
dark arts, G. It's the dark arts, bro.
It's the dark arts.
When you skid your studs over a man's boot, but it's not a foul, but you're skidding the studs over the boot. Do you know how much that one hurts in the cold? When it's cold and a man skids his studs over your boot, and it's not quite a foul, but you're there, you're limping now. Now you're limping for the next 5 minutes. You don't want the ball.
Just say when you get the ball, you pass it back.
Yeah, big up DJN1 says when you can't brace yourself in the air, especially if you don't brace yourself, that can all mess up your back and that. It is mad.
I've seen players get winded. That's all dead, man. Yeah, that's dead.
Yeah, but again, but it is football, and it is obviously as well. It's still a part of the game.
By the way, I'm gonna remember you said dark arts when we next reference Romero. That's all I'm gonna say.
No, Romero is just a thug though. That's different. He's just a thug.
He's a thug until Saka goes and pushes a guy and breaks his collarbone.
Yeah, bro.
When has Romero ever injured anyone?
I don't know, bro.
I don't know. Wait, yeah, that's not fact.
I wouldn't put my money on
that. It's all a myth. Trust me.
Like, yeah, man's just a fuck. But Ed says, as of October, since making the move to Liverpool of summer 2017, Salah has been awarded just 169 fouls in 240 Premier League games, with 12 of those coming in the opening 10 games of his 23-24 season. I think, Ed, I don't know. Is he saying that Salah doesn't get fouled or doesn't get given fouls? Or it might be both.
I would argue that Salah don't get lifted like Saka. I'll be real. I haven't seen Salah.
Yeah, because Salah is mad strong though, bro. Like he's got
strong,
mad.
And I agree.
He's
he
mad
can ride
stocky.
challenges a lot better. But I haven't seen him get lifted. I've seen Saka get absolutely lifted, bro.
Man, I say Mason Mount's got a little nasty streak in him as well. I don't know. I didn't really. Chelsea fans.
I pick up Salah and Saka, bro. Their injury records are good, and they do hold a little something every game.
They hold kicks though.
Yeah.
Dap says, "How's that title challenge going, buddy?" He says, "Your title challenge."
Me?
Yeah,
it's going just as well as his, bro. We're all there. Like a man's acting like we're all there. Literally, we're all there. So my title challenge is going as well as yours. Mine's not going great at the moment. So how's yours going?
Shu says Tsimikas hit the ground before he hit Klopp. I'd have to look it back. I don't really have to look it back. But yeah, I don't know, man. Let's just hope players don't get injured, because the amount of injuries everyone is getting is just it's messing up the game, it's messing up FPL as well. But like, it's just annoying, and it's messing up FPL as well, bro. Like, literally. But yeah, no, I think it is. We do have to take this with a pinch of salt, because it's not something that Arsenal have just done yesterday. This has obviously been released. It's obviously been released.
Yeah.
Now, Arsenal have gone and lost 2 games. Let's not take the piss here. Like, we know why that's been released. Listen, people, 130 people in the house. And make sure we have liked the video. I think currently we're sitting on 53 likes, but we actually have 75 votes on the poll. So again, you lot, let's not take the piss here. Let's not take the piss here. You lot, smash the like button.
What's that from again? Let's not take the piss here.
Roy Hudson in the interview.
Oh, yeah.
Let's not take the piss here.
I swear he swears.
Yeah. He says let's not take the piss here. Like, you know what I'm saying? So listen, the like total today we want to get to is 100 likes. So the fact that we have 130 people and have had that for a while now, we should easily be on like 70, 80 likes approaching 100. So let's make sure we get that like button hammer the like button, people. Make sure you do that, and also subscribe to the channel, man. Subscribe to the channel as well. We're not far from 7.6k, so let's make that work. Next thing, Mo Salah could stay at Liverpool amidst reports of Saudi wanting to go back in for him in the summer. So there are strong rumors that Salah could stay for 1 more season. Funnily enough, in September, when we done the hot takes show during the day with Roms and Kaz, my hot take was that Salah stays at Liverpool for another season if we get Champions League football. Because obviously at that point, Liverpool, I didn't know if Liverpool would get Champions League. We didn't know where Liverpool was going to kind of finish at that point, but it was so early in the season.
Why he would want to stay.
Wait. If you man win the Prem, does he go?
He stays, bro.
Why would he
I don't
stay?
know.
That's a good way to go out.
It's a good way to go out, but again, my kind of logic by even I didn't listen. I wasn't thinking Prem start of the season, but my logic behind it was if Liverpool finish in the Champions League, I feel like Salah's gonna want one last rodeo in the champs. Like I can tell man hates playing in the Europa League. I can tell man don't like it because I can just tell.
Bro, you're
Man doesn't
world
like
class.
playing.
Why would any
And he
world
sees,
class player?
especially when he sees his peers and man that he's levels above, just playing, just bopping it in the champs, like. And
bro, Salah's a
obviously-
record man, fam. He's a stat man. Come on,
yeah,
like,
he knows.
he's-
He loves
he's
it. He
looking at-
loves his stats, bro. He loves his.
He's
He
probably
really
looking at
says,
Rasmus thinking,
he says he
nah.
captains himself every week in FPL, so
But he
know
says-
he cares about them stats and them
I didn't even know he said. I didn't even know. I didn't even know he said.
It came out. It came out. You remember? It came out in it. Like he was like,
once, why didn't you?
What do you mean? Why didn't I? I didn't captain. I didn't need to. I got the gap. I got the gap. I didn't need to. Don't kill me. But yeah, no. He's I can just tell he ain't fucking with the Europa League thing, innit? I think he just feels bummy in it. He just feels bummy with the Europa League badge on his arm. I feel like I don't know how much. I don't know if Saudi are going to come with the same 200 million that they did. I don't know if they're going to go higher. I don't know if they're going to go lower because he's a year older and there's less time. There's less thing on his contract. I think Liverpool are probably going to be very, very sturdy about the deal. But I'm not going to lie. My hot take is that I think Salah stays for one more year. I just think if you're 32, if you're 31 going 32, yeah, and he'll be 33 next year. For next season, he'll be 33. 33 for me is like a perfect age to go Saudi. You're not quite shit, but you're definitely on the other side of the mountain. You're far on the other side of the mountain. Yeah, and I'll be real. I don't know if you noticed, a lot of Saudi players are actually coming back to the European League. Have you realized that a couple of the Saudi players are coming back?
Bro, Mantel, there's reports that there's 300 fans in attendance at some of these games, bro. We're talking about some of the biggest names in football having 300 people. Not even a flipping full school year watching them, bro. Like, these man, Salah especially, and Salah's one of them that this is why I don't think he'll go. Salah loves the whole, like, being the main guy, being the goal scorer, being this. He wants to be everything. He'll be the assist guy if he can. He'll score the goals. He'll get on the end of his own passes if he could. Like, that's Salah. It's true, bro. He loves that. And going to Saudi completely takes that away. He doesn't need to worry about money. He's your highest paid player. Money's not. He's not going to ever worry about money. He can go to another top team and get the same money. You know what I mean? So money for me was never his thing. It was more about maybe his family want to go move to Saudi.
They were definitely going to times his money by like 10 or no, like by like 8.
Yeah, of course.
The money,
but
was
for him personally, I don't think money's the thing.
I think it was triple the P's or something like that. It was a crazy bag they offered him though in the summer. It was a crazy bag.
But then he disappeared.
Just signed a contract the year before.
But it's like how much money? But how much money is enough money? Because obviously, like the money he gets at Liverpool, as you said, is no joke. His bonuses are. He's already on the 300k. He's already on like 350, and his bonuses are insane.
What, base salary?
Yeah, bro. His base salary is like 300 and something bags.
Yeah, and his bonuses. That's why him and Mane. When it was both of them, when they were both on like 200k or just under 200k, their bonuses were taking them up to 300 bags when their base was like 180.
So then they're thinking, I might as well get my base at 300 because I'm hitting it every week.
These men were and because they're bagging 20 goals plus a season, both of them, their bonuses were just skyrocketing to high.
It's getting silly. It's probably getting silly.
To be fair, that's actually good on the club. That's very, very good contract negotiation. That's very good ways, obviously, to obviously.
100%.
No, most big footballers that score goals.
Arguably,
goals are always part of contracts, but Liverpool's ones are like our bonuses are not. That's why I remember our pay grade is way lower than not lower than everyone else's, but we have for one of the big six, we have quite a low.
Definitely, bro.
Yeah,
you have the, in my opinion, the best. Maybe you can say City's is on par because all their players are performing, they can be on them wages. But the discrepancies in the teams, like maybe not Tottenham, but teams definitely Arsenal, United and Chelsea, bro, we're terrible. United are the worst, innit? In my opinion, they're the worst. then it's Chelsea, then it's us. But we're not that far apart in terms of there's players on wages that they shouldn't be on, and it makes it harder not only to sell these players.
Havertz is actually on. It actually come out. Havertz is actually on 280.
He's on 325 bags or something, whatever it is. 300. What is it?
280.
Whatever, man. 280 too much, fam. Like that, for me, you can't have them man on that. For Liverpool, it works. Salah is your best player by far. So Salah can be on the highest amount. He gets your goals, he gets your assists, he wins you trophies, he wins you games single-handedly. So yes, everyone could be happy with that at the club. But when you have Havertz on the same money as, say, I don't know, a Declan Rice, you're thinking Declan Rice is winning us games. He's changed the team. He's showed us levels. That's something we can look at and aspire to. Havertz, you're thinking he's come in. He hasn't done well. He hasn't done completely shit, but he hasn't upped the level in any way, shape, or form. So why is he on the most bread? Like, there's always going to be questions when you're not winning, bro. Always going to be questions. Yeah. And
I hear it, but that's why I say, like, listen, goals and assist bonuses are always going to be in anyone's contract, all the way down to like National League, all the way down to like, you know what I'm saying, all the way down to the lowest level where you get paid in football. That's always going to be in your bonuses. But obviously for Liverpool, I've always said that. I've always kind of wanted us to play players a little bit more than we do. But when I kind of think about it, having man on wages that are like, you know, how long was I remember Gomez, even when we were like, when we were around the Champions League time, Gomez was like 30 bags, bro. 30 bags. 30 bags. Joe Gomez. When Joe Gomez before the injury, when he was hard. When he was
centre back starting, yeah.
I was on like 30, bro. I was on like 30 bags. Do you know how ridiculous that is?
But that's low. Good. I get that's low, but that keeps a man in check. That keeps a man from doing the mad thing and thinking he's the mad thing. Bro, keep you at 30 bags. He's probably getting 60 bags in because of bonuses in his performances. He's probably getting more than that.
Kiers might be the funniest. I think Havertz on 280k per week might start to make sense to a lot.
No. It will never start to make sense, kids. I'll be real.
I
have to compare 280k to all players in the league that are on that money, or there and thereabouts. And you're hearing names like probably Son's up there, probably Ethan. I don't know. Like, what's he getting? Probably near that.
Bags.
Yeah, probably something like that. So the talisman in your team, you know, the main guy, you know, Salah. De Bruyne, like these man that are game changers for their teams, bro, are on that money. Not
goals, bro. Goal scorers always get the most, bro. Goals is a currency in itself. So I remember similar to Salah, when Kane was at Tottenham, like he had like I think it was 250 base salary, 6-year deal,
and then the bonuses were silly.
Stacking up silly money.
But you know what it is? I think Tottenham kind of did it as well, where they didn't have Kane on the craziest money. As I said, they'll do you know what they do? They'll put you on like 150, and again, because Liverpool won the league, we were able to pay crazy bonuses. Like, we're not talking your normal goal bonuses, bro. We're talking again. You'll Google what's Salah getting 180, what's Mane getting 180 or 170, and then but. Because of what these men are doing, like 300 bags. They're getting 300 bags, bro. Don't think they're not getting. So, you know what I'm saying, and that's why man are on. And that's why they're happy on their 180. They're happy on their 180 base. Happy on that because they can be injured and you're getting 180. You be injured, you're getting that. But then now, obviously,
hard, you get the bread, fam. Like
Salah got given this big boy contract. Not this summer, the last summer, bro. In his 5th year at Liverpool, man had to do it for 5 years to get a bad brand contract. When you got Sancho getting put on that before he kicks the ball for them, you know what I'm saying?
Sancho, bro, 300
different club, different environment, different everything.
Exactly.
And this is why it's a problem, E. This is why it's a problem, bro.
This is why we're talking about salary. Is important. Like, I think I think Luis Diaz is only on 55 racks. No,
I heard something like Haaland's on a mad thing, you know.
His bonuses. Actually, yeah, I think
I heard it's like 500, 600 bags.
But yeah, with his bonuses, it's a mad thing. Half a mil.
I don't know. I don't even know if it's bonuses.
That's a $500,000 a week.
Bro,
it's looking nuts with bonus.
In the Prem.
But you got to remember, Haaland only cost them like 55 mil. You got to remember that. That's
so they saved a lot of money in it.
Yeah, so they say
Really,
they can put
that's
him on
100
that money.
million plus.
They probably nearly doubled that before he even kicked a ball in the shirt in the
That's
Man
it.
City shirt, fam.
That's
He
it. Yeah.
was worth more than that from the jump. So 55
Yeah.
M's, give him what he wants, really.
When you deep, you got Haaland, KDB, Bernardo Silva. I'm sure Diaz is on a decent amount.
But
They
these
got a
men
decent
have
wage
won a treble, bro. They've won the
deserve
treble.
it. Yeah.
They've won the
I'm
league
looking
4 out of 5 years. Like,
if we're looking, yeah, it's bro. Haaland's
Yeah.
thing is more bonuses though, because he scores so much goals, like an alien amount of goals. That's why them bonuses are making man $500,000 on some dumb shit. But if we're looking, I'm looking at the salary cap now. Most Salah's on obviously 350k. We all know that. The next is Virgil van Dijk, who's on 220. So you drop down 130 bags,
and that's my
it's back
point.
to normal.
That's
Everyone
my point.
else is,
Everyone's in the normal. Then you have your guy that's, doing the talisman, and that's Salah. I would understand that if Son was on 350 and everyone else is on 220s, maybe a Madison's on like 270s, 260s, because he's your next guy. But bro, it should go in. It should go in order of importance, and everyone should understand that. Why have you got Havertz as my highest paid player? Then Saliba's somewhere down here, and then it doesn't make sense.
But you know, in his case, you got to take into perspective, bro. Chelsea were probably paying him like 200 bags already. So you got, he's at the stage of his career where he's won the champs. Not baked, but like he's done that. He's got the accomplishment.
He's achieved more than other players have achieved, basically.
Yeah, exactly. So and where Saliba, he's had one good season in the Prem.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. But I do hear it.
No, but I just think I'd love to look at obviously the wage bills for other teams. All I can say is that, bro, Luis Diaz on £56,000 a week.
What now?
Now, Luis Diaz earns 56 bags,
and God knows he ain't getting no bonuses. Shit, guy.
He ain't getting no bonus at the moment. No, and his base is 56, and he earns less than Adrian. Adrian, our third choice keeper, is on 60.
That's crazy. I never knew Diaz was on that much, Brett.
Endo's on 50 bags, but he's just come in from another league. So I can understand.
He was meant to be a big part player anyway.
How about this? Joe Gomez, even now, is only on 85. He doesn't even earn 100.
But you know what's crazy? I think Diaz, he signed like when Kulusevski signed to what's that, January, 2 years ago?
January 2 years ago, yeah.
So cool. He's probably due a good run of form. He's probably due a new contract, no?
Yeah, but I don't think it goes higher than 150. Like, look at this. The thing I like about our transfer thing is that Alisson's on 150. That's even, by the way, I think that's mad. By the way, that's mad in itself of him being only on 150. Alexis McAllister, Jota, Nunes, Cody Gakpo, all these men are on like 140, 120 and that. Matip's on. Andrew Robertson is on 100 bags. Yeah, how long has he been at Liverpool? And
this is it. It keeps them hungry, bro. It keeps them hungry, but it also gives them enough money to not have to worry. They never have to worry about money anyway. But it's enough money, bro. Like, where you gonna go and win what you're winning? And like Robertson, for me, can't go anywhere else and get that type of money and have the same amount of importance at Liverpool as he does anywhere else. He's not that type of player for me.
Yeah.
Salah can.
That's what I was thinking. Like, Robertson do you really need more than 100 bags?
Do you need his stature? I don't think he deserves more than 100 bags. I think 100 bags is.
That's about good. Right.
Wait. Andy Robertson. No, obviously, I'm not talking about now, but Andy Robertson in his prime.
And this is it, Montel. The wages have got so stupid that we think these players. No one. A wing back should not be getting more than 100 bags. That's it.
And Montel, you're gonna say his prime, but his prime, he's probably like 30 now, isn't it?
I don't know.
Or Robertson, probably I don't know how old Robertson is. Probably
so his prime, from a logical stance here, his prime was probably let's say 2 years ago, 3 years ago. Yeah, he's probably 27. You're not gonna offer a left back 150k plus 200 bags, 5-year deal at the club. That's just not realistic, bro. Man could drop off.
That time probably should have been in 2018, 2019 when we won the league.
Even then, it's like what
you can't really offer him that.
Yeah, you can't offer him.
Bro, if you're the best in the world, Robertson was the best left back in. Robert was the best left back in the world for 3 years, bro. So in those 3 years.
But that's how you get man. Now that say there's another left back that pops up, bro. That's perfect, bro. Let's say he's perfect for Liverpool. You now want to bring him in. He's looking and thinking,
cool. Robertson's
got 2 years left on his deal at 150 bags. You're trying to bring me on a 4-year deal on 75.
I'm saying, bro, most footballers will take a longer contract at a big club for lesser bread. Let's say that's a stretch, but let's say you offer someone like Thiago Silva a 3-year deal at flipping 100 bags a week. He'll probably take that. Whereas alternative is like a 1-year deal at, I don't know, maybe like 200 bags. Bro, realistically, that makes more sense. Because you've got to take into consideration
in Robbo's, because remember, you know, because Trent's on 180, innit? Yeah.
Trent does more than Robbo.
Trent should be getting a 6-year deal at 180.
Trent does more than Robbo going forward, but Robbo was the more complete wing back for a good 4 or 5
I know,
years.
but Montel, the ugly side that people ain't paying for the ugly side of football, bro.
Yeah, no, 100%. But Andy Robertson, I think Andy Robertson for me easily, if he was at 150, I'd kind of understand it. But bro, like I already said, Liverpool's wage bill is way lower than everyone else's, in my opinion. Like, if I ask you guys how much Curtis Jones earned, you lot can never guess what Curtis Jones earns.
He probably earns like 40 bags.
15 bags.
15.
Yeah, that's criminal. But he's another one, Montel.
He's
been in and around the first team for 5 years. He's due a big boy contract.
Yeah, he's due a 80 bag contract. Easy.
Mothers. Bro, Destiny Udogie was on, I think, like 5 bags a week. Yeah, he's like 21 now. He's played half a good season at the Prem. He's got offered a 6-year contract, and I think about 75 bags. That's fair. Udogie, that's fair.
Okay, so that's fair, bro.
Exactly. When he performs again, he deserves another contract, bro. Another big boy contract.
Udogie on 75 bags.
Now he is, I think, with 6-year deal. Which is decent.
So 15 bags less than. But we just spoke about wing backs, and he's not even done nothing yet for your team, and he's earning 75 bags.
What's wrong with that? Nothing with a 6-year deal.
Andy Robertson was the best. Andy Robertson was the best left back in the world.
Different clubs. He is out of London living and inside of London living is different. 100 bags outside of London gets you a hell of a lot.
You weren't saying out of London.
Inside London.
That is a thing, though. That is a thing. Outside of London is very.
You weren't saying out of London.
I can spend £100 today.
You weren't saying out of London before.
Stretch.
Do you know what I don't want to hear out of London? Because we're paying Mo Salah more than Harry Kane's ever been paid. So I don't want to hear out of London.
Montel, you're comparing big stars to like.
Harry Kane and Mo Salah are a similar level, bro. I don't want to hear that. So I don't want to hear.
And I wouldn't complain.
He's been doing it longer. He's been in the league longer than Salah.
Montel, you wouldn't complain if either Salah or Kane was on 350 bags. You wouldn't turn.
My point is, London living Kane couldn't be on 300 racks.
No, but that's because of Levy. If Kane went anywhere, if he went to Arsenal, he would have got paid 300 bags. If he went to Chelsea, he would get paid 500 bags.
Yeah, so Ethan, don't claim London living. Claim like Slough or something. Claim over there or Hertfordshire or some shit. Don't claim London. And then you can't.
I'm gonna let me tell you something. Yeah,
300 bags.
How much? Yeah, do you think? Because let's be honest, Destiny Udogie is a good left back. Yeah, he's 21 years old. How much would you give a left back who's played half a good season and you want to tie him to a long contract, 6 years? Yeah, so that's going to take him to 27 years old. Maybe like 24, 25, you'll talk again about a new deal. But what's suitable?
50 bags.
That's nonsense. That's nonsense.
It's not,
that's
bro.
Nonsense. Because you know why it's different to Robertson. Robertson is at the peak of his career, bro. When Destiny is up, let's say he reaches the ceiling of Robertson, bro. I think that's getting about 100 bags a week at 27 is about right. That's the trajectory.
He'll probably be inflated till about 120 because the way football, like just football in terms of.
That's it.
I'm here to tell you, Robertson has had a contract, and his contract was 100 bags. But I'm here to tell you right now, if Destiny Udogie went on to be the best left back in the world for 3 consecutive years and has the most assists in Premier League history for a while now, that's not come yesterday or last season. That's been there for a while now. Like, I'm telling you, London living Spurs are gonna want that man on 150 racks tied down.
You know you missed it. Montel, London living. So that 100 bags will be 150.
No, but London living, bro. London living was never, bro. You know, Spurs' wage bill ain't mad. It's like ours. Your wage was like the same as ours.
No, it's not. It's not. But it's gonna start getting mad because now.
Did Tottenham move to London yesterday? I'm back.
Casey, this is where Montel's missing. Yeah, bro. A 6-year deal for a 21-year-old. That's 75 bags a week. Even if he gets to flipping 26, 27 at my club, and he's the best left back in the league, then we can negotiate. We can talk about the 150. That's sensible. 100 bags. That's sensible, bro.
It's
The trajectory
Wait,
is
how old is
perfect.
Ben White? Ben White's like what, 25, 24?
Like 25, I think. Yeah,
Is that 25?
Alright, cool. Let me check how much P's Carl Walker's on.
he's on like
Cole Walker's their
250,
captain or vice captain, bro.
and he's won it all, Montel.
And he's won it all, yeah. So let's
Yeah, bro, same shit, bro. He won it all.
Montel, London
year.
living.
Last year. Love you.
Oh wait,
they're in Manchester.
yeah.
They're in Manchester.
You don't play for your club, you know, you creep.
Yeah, he's in Manchester, bro.
But I'm joking.
Wait, yeah, Ed, that's the one. Son signed the big. Yeah, Son signed this big contract. He's not even on 200k. What you?
Yes, he is.
I think he is.
Yeah, he definitely is.
No, with bonuses. With bonuses. He.
No, bro, his base salary is like 250, bro.
Let me check. I need to fact check that because I'll be real. I'm not here in London living if Son's not even on 200 bags. If Son ain't on 200 bags and he's got talisman, I'm not hearing it. I'm actually not hearing it.
Let me check.
I'm not hearing it. Give me Man City wage. I'm just checking the wages now.
Yeah, like what Dap said. Like Tottenham are gonna have to start paying their players wages that match what's going on around, because now that they're attracting players that aren't bums, like Tottenham are actually getting good players and actually building something. Teams are not gonna just start giving Tottenham players for the low and thinking nice, just Tottenham.
But
like,
Casey, you know, I agree with you, by the way. In the Maddison scenario, bro, because we saved, let's be honest, we were expecting Maddison to be like 50, 60 million in it. Like that's 26 now. The Premier League proven, you know what you're getting with Maddison, yeah? Bro, we gave him 200 bags a week. I think that's fair. But I think if we had to pay maybe, this is obviously a guess, if we had to pay a bit more in the transfer fee, let's say it cost us 70 million or so, you probably would have got 150.
I found it. Son's on 190. He's on 190 a week.
Oh, yeah.
So wait, he's on less than Madders. So this is
Madison's on 170.
Oh, 170.
We're playing
London living. Ivan Perisic is baking off of that ACL on 180. Baking off.
Oh, Mattel, we got him for free. We got him for free.
Oh yeah. In fact, Perry was free. Perry was free. No, but Mattel, you have to context. He was free. When you're free, you can give them type of wages.
But as I said, Dap said he's older. Older players have been through more pay increases, so naturally they'll be on more. So why are you doing the Robertson on 100 bags? That's robbery for what he's doing, innit? And what he's done for the amount of time he's done. I'm not saying he should go get a contract. I'm not saying he should go get a contract increase now, but for you to be saying Destiny should be on 85 and that should go to 150 when
I said 75.
Let me ask you this. If Robertson now was on 150k, let's say 160, because you feel like he should be around that K a week, and he's, you know, would you be more into selling him right now, or would you want to keep him? Because I think 100 bags ain't the end of the world. I think 160 is a bit of a stretch to be paying someone.
Casey, why am I seeing Robertson's on 160?
So he's not. He's on 100.
Say it ain't so.
He's on 100.
Montel, let me do some fact checking. You've been doing lots of fact checking.
Some research.
Montel, I get that.
Bro, I'm on sporttrack.com, bro.
Yeah, check Robbo.
I did check Robbo. It was 100. It was 100 bags. It was 100 bags.
Where you seeing 160, G?
1 second. I'll show it to you now.
Wait, I said 1 second.
I don't know if you man are gonna see that properly.
What app's that?
I'll show you afterwards. Wait. Let me zoom in.
App is that,
2024, he earned 160k a week.
What app is that, E?
You see that? Yeah, I'm not lying.
Yeah,
I hear it. I said the website I use
Salary Sport.
It's called Salary Sport, man.
Oh, okay, I use Sport Track. So
either way, let's split in the middle. 130.
130.
Yeah, bro, it's for me a left back at 130k. That's done it all for your club. I
It
think
is.
Yeah, anything above like 120, like I'm slightly calm with it. As I said, Liverpool's wage bill, as I said, is the same as it's like Spurs's.
It
But
is.
a bar Mo Salah, it's a bit more higher than Spurs.
But even Mo
Barely,
Salah's there. Well, Kane's gone now, but
Yeah,
Kane
and-
used to be there. Mo Salah.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
did.
terms of,
Bro,
like,
Salah had to
pay.
fight for that contract as well.
So less of that London living stuff. I beg. Less of that London living, please.
Don't kill me.
Please, less of the London
Bro,
living.
it's price of the brick.
It only applies to us and Chelsea. Hashtag London living, fam.
Oh, that's
I don't
true.
know. Personally, I'll quickly have a look at Arsenal. I don't really know Arsenal's wages like that. I don't
Bro,
really.
we've got Nelly on 180s. Or
They
something.
upgraded it this year, innit? Saka's
Yeah,
on like
everyone got the
Gabby Jesus is on 265.
Yeah,
Excuse
bro.
me?
Mattel, it's all just
London
last season,
living.
man.
Wait,
London
where are the
living.
bonuses? Wait, where are the bonuses coming from? Wait,
I know he ain't getting any.
wait, they
Mattel.
definitely dashed him on that because they knew the bonuses weren't going to be much.
No, Mattel, you know what it is?
It's that. Man got a
It's
high
all
base
because-
salary.
This is all because of last season. Last season, everyone started. You know this, Mattel. Everyone started getting contracts, bro. Saka got his new one. Martinelli got his. Odegaard got his. We got Havertz. Ben White got his.
Ben White on 120.
everyone down.
Yeah, but
Wait,
this is it, bro. Mattel, this is it. Mattel, it's London living, bro. London
Rams on
living.
120.
Yeah, London living.
Mattel,
That's a
we're in the
London.
heart of London, G. We're in the heart.
It's little.
Bro. We're in the heart, bro. The heart. How can you, now, what are you talking about, fam? You get it?
Bro,
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. You man's wage such as is. You know, it's sensible. United's is stupid, and yours is like sensible, isn't it? Like,
It's getting borderline. It's on the borderline of stupid now because
you reckon?
if Vlahovic comes in, what's he gonna want?
He's getting slapped on 200 bags. He's getting slapped on 200.
200 bags, 200 and something bags.
Yeah.
Now I have
Casey.
3. Eddie's on 100 bags.
I was just about to say
Jesus got
Eddie and Smith Rowe. They signed a new contract. Like,
Yeah,
a year
Eddie's
ago.
on 100 bags, and Smith Rowe, I can't remember.
Smith Rowe
Probably
didn't
there
sign
and
it.
thereabouts.
It's saying here Smith Rowe's on 40 bags.
oh no, he got the number 10 shirt, but I'm sure he signed a contract that time as well.
Yeah, I
I
don't know. I
if
need
he
to
signed
check Eddie's too.
I know Eddie's on 100 bags, but yeah, man, like it started getting a bit silly last season.
Yeah.
Last season, everyone got
Well,
their new contract.
No. There's a few different ones. It's saying now Smith Rowe's on 70. That might have been his contract.
It's
So.
even
Probably
regardless,
there
it's
and
less than
thereabout.
100, isn't it? But what
Probably
was I
there
gonna
and
say?
thereabouts, isn't it?
My problem with you, man, Casey, yeah, is you actually signed Saka to a 4-year deal, right? And this was a year ago. So I think Saka has
That's 200
3
bags,
more
though.
years on his deal, meaning
That's
you're
not
gonna have
bad,
to
though.
turn around. Yeah, fair enough. You've got Champions League now.
or sell him.
Yeah, there
Yeah.
you go. There you go.
But if they sell Saka, they're going to get the absolute bag, and B,
the big
But
bag.
bro,
The
Saka's
one
not really
burning.
replaceable, is he though?
yeah, he's not replaceable at this moment in time. He's not replaceable.
He's
But
not.
but
Who knows
he's
in
only
3
on-
years'
he's on
time?
195. Saka's on like 200 base, so
Yeah.
his
It's
bonuses
not
are
mad
quite
for
wild.
teams to take
His
on.
bonuses are wild though. His bonuses are wild as well. Same
That's
with
fine.
Haaland. Haaland's on 375. You know Haaland's not even City's highest paid player, by the way. But Haaland is
De
on
Bruyne.
375, but his goals take him to 500.
Yeah. So like with
The
Saka,
highest paid players. What? The highest paid players,
KDB.
KDB on
yeah,
400.
KDB. Yeah. But even then, he deserves that.
He's barely played a game this season, and Nana's just baking on 400 bags.
But bro, you won the treble, innit? I hear it.
No,
Yeah.
not even that. Not even that. You saw the excitement in City fans when they heard that he's just back. He's just back with the lads. He's not. Oh my god!
And man's 32. Man's 32.
Bro, that's 32, and he said hi to the players, and man, we're like, he's back. Oh my god!
Bro, it's
You know what I mean?
No, but he's made it. He's made it.
Bro, he's there. He's more than. He's another guy. Like when he retires or stops playing or anything, he can just sit around. He's like El Neni. Like
Yeah.
El Neni can sit at Arsenal, help like the man them that are there. Like he's so embedded in the club. Like he's one of them guys that can just stay. He can just stay. He ain't got to do nothing. He can just stay.
That's
Play
it.
the odd game,
He's
like,
fake.
and just stay.
But you know what I found out recently, Casey? Yeah, the
Yeah.
Jorginho thing. You man spent, I think it was 12 million. Was it 12 million? Something like that. Yeah, on
Say
the
that
fee.
again?
You spent 12 million on the fee, Jorginho.
Yeah.
I think it was, and you're going for like a 2-year deal. Yeah, and you're giving him like 200 million plus or 200k plus per week. Bro, that made no sense to me. None whatsoever.
No, it made sense.
Remember, you
It
wanted
made sense.
Caicedo in it, and you settled for.
We settled for Jorginho, and it was to help with obviously the Partey injuries. He can come and fill in. So it was never a long-term thing with Jorginho. He's a quality player that can break the lines like Partey can. He just doesn't have the legs. But he wasn't going to play that many games. We hoped anyway. We hoped Partey, but I think this thing with Partey is it. I think Arteta's, I think come summer, Partey will be gone in it. I think this summer he'll be gone because
he has to. He must have had enough now.
Ed thinks he's funny. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Oh my god! Hey, let's have a word. Let's have a word.
Yeah, that is me. That is me with Thiago. I saw Thiago with his boots outside the training center. I was screaming like a gal. I was screaming like gal.
This is it, bro. Oh my god! He's here. He's back.
He was doing this one with the car keys. This one, he's like saying yo to the cameraman like this. I was like, wait, someone told me he was dead.
Someone told me he was dead.
Don't kill me.
The first thing is Klopp done this. He's done the thing, and he said Thiago's been training. He says Thiago's been training with the team. They just don't want to They just don't want to move too quick with it. Like he's been training. He's been playing ball. Like he's been doing his thing. It's just that like we're not.
You're top of the league. There's no rush.
He's like
things aren't. But Szoboszlai's hamstring now might end up needing now. Thiago might.
My thing is, say what you want about Szoboszlai, what he's been doing technically the last 10 games, but in terms of the legs, we don't. In terms of legs in right centre mid, is there any other legs there?
Bro. You're gonna have to put Gravenberch there.
But he don't play right centre mid. He plays left centre mid.
I know, but just for the legs, like he might need to play there. Or Curtis Jones can come in.
But remember, the thing is, whoever plays right centre mid has to cover way more than left centre mid because of Trent, and his role is quite unique. Remember, so you can't do what you do on right centre mid or left centre mid.
We're saying Harvey. Harvey works.
Not to start.
I know it's not ideal, but Harvey works, and that's what you need sometimes, just a worker.
Not to start, fam. I'll be real. I don't know if I'm on that. I don't know if I'm on that. Like, no, off the bench. Harvey's been sick this season off the bench, but I don't know. He started against Brighton and was crap, so I don't know.
So this one made me laugh. So
yeah, probably. Fam.
Is this stuff over? Like X, fam.
I'll be real. If Thiago, just know though, man. If Thiago does get like a run of 10 games, be afraid though. Just be afraid.
I will be afraid.
Well, let's say 2017, once.
No.
What do you mean?
With all due respect, let's say 2017.
Stop. Because what will happen is he will do that. You know that pass where it's only his hips that.
His body will be facing this way. His body will be facing this way. Just break the lines.
Bro. You're gonna see it, fam, and it's gonna hurt, fam.
By the way, I'm like a dying breed, bro. Like, there's a lot of Liverpool fans that are done with man. They're done with Thiago. Like, they want him gone. They want him sold. They can't be asked no more. And we're talking top Reds want it. Some of them want him. A lot of them want him gone, innit? But I always say this. The second he does that Thiago spitting, he does that one. Time, they're all going to be back. I tell you, they're all going to be back on board.
You know what it is? It's because he's unique, innit? He's literally unique.
Bro, he's unique, fam. Like, he's a luxury player. You can't have too many of those in your team, fam. He's luxury.
It's the same with City, bro. City got bare creativity in their team. Reality is when KDB comes back, it's just different.
It's that. And that's what it is with Thiago, bro. Like,
this is with these Kimmich things. Like, obviously Kimmich has obviously been linked to City. He's also been linked to Liverpool and United. If Kimmich, it wouldn't happen because he's on 300 bags, and Liverpool would have put him on 300 bags in it. But if they brought back the 6-tuple Kimmich and Thiago pivot, again, that's real screaming like gal. That's real screaming like gal, bro. That's real screaming, bro. That's running it back. But City can't get Kimmich, by the way. I done said that. That can't happen. That just can't happen for the good of football.
Would that show their incompetence in the Kovacic signing?
No, well, it just means more choices, more courses for horses, bro.
For me, I don't think Pep is rating Kovacic like that. Like, I don't know.
I hear you, but I think he suits particular games, innit? Like, bro, Kova is a pass master.
No, but that's because
they'll dominate.
Go on.
Come on.
No, bro. But the thing is with cover as well, though, bro. When he played against Arsenal, when he had them stinkers, he was playing in the 6. He's not a 6.
Yeah.
Covering a 6, and he was playing him as a lone 6. Remember, because I don't know what he was. I don't know how. I don't know. Anyway,
that's what I'm saying. I don't know. Maybe it's just he hasn't deployed Kovacic in the best way possible. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if Pep fancies him like that. Because when they bought Cover, I thought Cover was going to be
Starting,
you know,
innit? Gundo
starting
replacement.
every game, like controlling games. Him and Rodri just completely. No one's getting the ball. The press resistance, both of them. So I thought, yeah, but then he kind of fell out of favor. Went back to Bernardo, like Foden in the midfield, a bit more energy because the Prem needs energy, and I think Cover does lack. He does give the I'm not Bob kind of. He plays like he's not Bob, but he can just turn it on. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, he goes on those driving runs, and he is very pressure resistant. But yeah, no, fair enough. But listen, man, we're gonna end the stream there, anyways. I think we'll be back maybe later today. I'm not too sure. Again, the news is a bit dry. I'll be real. News is a bit dry after we've covered again. We'll see it. The news is a bit dry. If you don't want us to go live, let us know, and we'll see if we can conjure up a panel for maybe later this evening. But as it stands, the next show should be tomorrow at lunchtime, and hopefully, as again, that will be obviously the Arsenal Liverpool preview. Not going to be as like crazy as it usually would be because it's a cup game, but it's still a big game. So we have to treat it like one, and it's FA Cup, and it's under the lights, and obviously the roundup's going to be right after the game.
This is a big game. I'm not even downplaying it, bro. This is a big game.
No, 100%.
We obviously, maybe we might look back at it in the context of the season, and it's not a big game. But for now, bro, where our team's mindset? It's at the Emirates, bro. Where our team's mindset?
Wait, what time? What time?
Under the lights, evening.
I'm not
under
sure.
the lights.
I have to check that. But this is it, bro. Like this game, in terms for mindset, bro. These players need to. How about this? If we get stuffed or even lose at the Emirates, bro,
the pressure's on you, 100%.
It ain't even the same competition, but title challenge.
Yeah.
That withers down a lot for me because now that shows to me that a game that is not meant to mean a lot. Their best players gone. We've got our team, and who we going to be missing? Tomiyasu, and that's it.
Oh, yeah. No, but bro, I don't think both managers go strong in it. I think if we do it, we only go strong because there's no Premier League games for 2 weeks. That's the only way I think both managers go strong. But listen, we'll talk about it tomorrow. Tomorrow's when we'll kind of go into the details of that game. Listen, make sure you guys like, subscribe, and comment what you think of obviously Salah possibly staying, Vlahovic as an alternative to Ivan Toney, and of course Arsenal's complaints about the handling of Saka in the Premier League. Anyway, listen, people, it's been another episode of Big Six Bands. Make sure you like, subscribe, share, tell a friend to tell a friend. We'll see you soon. Take care.